Chevrolet Everyday Heroes Come Home is brought to you by the Military Warriors Support Foundation. For more information on how you can help wounded veterans, visit www.militarywarriors.org. For those who have served in the military, the sense of duty is very strong. Rodney Price's first tour of duty was in 1983. But following 9/11, Rodney saw Americans being deployed once again.
I decided to re-enlist in 2005 after 9/11. My son was young in 9/11. He was born in 97, so I told her I'd wait till he was at least 5. And things started getting a little worse over there, and I thought, no, it's time to do it. And I'm a patriot, and I just wanted to get back and give back.
In 2005, Specialist Price was deployed to Mosul, Iraq, a hotbed of insurgent activity that meant long days and sleepless nights.
Some days it was like getting up here, waking up here and going through your daily routine, but then there was other days when you just had that feeling that something wasn't right.
One of those days snuck up on him when he least expected it. On a rare day off, the sound of mortar sirens suddenly filled the air.
I knew we had people outside. I went to the front door to see exactly what was happening because we could hear the mortars hitting really close. There was a mortar that hit, I'd say 8 to 10 feet probably from me. I felt like I was hit by a truck. And the one thing I can remember hearing was, don't try to get up, your legs are hit. And I remember looking down and my pants were just black with blood. I remember not being able to breathe really well. I had my right lung collapsed.
Rodney had sustained multiple traumatic injuries that included shrapnel in his heart, lungs, and legs. His only saving grace was being surrounded by fellow soldiers before he had a chance to bleed out.
I had 4 or 5 of my best friends there that saved my life because they weren't able to get me to the cache real quick. We were still under fire for, I think they said 20 to 30 minutes. It was a nightmare there. It was a really nightmare.
Rodney would spend months in recovery. Despite the time spent in rehab, he is unable to walk without discomfort. His life was changed forever.
Former U.S. Army Specialist Rodney Price.
But sometimes change can be a good thing. Back home in Kansas, Rodney, a big fan of the Kansas City Royals, was about to experience a day that would change everything once again. This time, it was for the better. On this day, Rodney would receive the keys to a brand new mortgage-free home.
Oh man, when they called me, I think I jumped off the couch 4 feet. I was dancing around as if I was a kid again. It was like Christmas. It was. I'm pretty sure I was more excited than everybody else.
To help celebrate, Mike Moustakas and the Royals honored Rodney, inviting him to throw out a ceremonial first pitch.
I have to say that was my best day at Kaufmann Stadium ever. I attended the World Series in '85, but this was even better just because of receiving the home. I talked to Mike when he came out and shook his hand, talked to him about it. I said, hey man, I was worried about getting it to him. I didn't want him, that was my biggest worry of the day, was getting the ball to him, not bouncing it, not overthrowing him or anything. And I was told that he normally doesn't do that, but when he found out that he was going to catch for a wounded warrior, he stepped up and did it.
By having people like Mike Moustakas, the Royals, Chevrolet, Bank of America, and the Military Warriors Support Foundation step up and honor Rodney's sacrifice, he has a new outlook on life, one that includes great plans for the holidays.
Where we live now is a small duplex. We're always having to go somewhere else. We've never been able to host anything. This Thanksgiving is special because we're going to have a home that we can invite our family to instead of having to split going to my wife's parents or my parents' place. We can have everybody here. Now we've got a large home and a large deck, large backyard. We're gonna have people come to our house. I just want to thank the foundation for everything they do that they've done for me, for my family, for all the other wounded veterans. Organizations like this have angels running them. That's all I can say about that. I mean, they're a gift from God.
It's time for another break, but don't go anywhere. On the other side, you'll see how sporting venues across America have embraced our troops when Chevrolet Everyday Heroes Come Home returns.
He's a 20 years straight, get to work on time. He's loved one woman for all his life. Everybody knows he ain't just tough, he's strong.
The all-new 2014 Chevy Silverado. Strong for all the roads ahead.